and he's telling Melanie why he basically admits that, yeah, I was messing with her. Yeah, I'm still messing with her because she makes me happy. She's there for me. She's doing everything that I need. And that's why I went over there, and I've been staying over there because, yeah, you don't do this, you don't do that. And just like really going in on Melanie and what she don't do, y'all. I said, oh my God. And I was thinking to myself, this bitch gonna kirk in a minute. Like, ain't no wife gonna be sitting there listening to all that shit about how another bitch is doing this and she making me happy. First of all, bitch, go the fuck over there if that's how you feel. What the fuck is you sitting there telling me in my face? Do you feel me? Y'all, Melanie said, oh, hell no. She was like, what? She picked up something and threw it at his ass. It looked like a drink. She was like, I'm tired of hearing that shit and don't say that shit to me no more. And I'm just thinking like, damn, how many times has he said this shit? She says, don't say that shit to me no more. You know what I'm saying? So obviously you're going to keep on running up at the mouth. Oh my God, nigga, don't go to sleep. You feel me? Don't go to sleep because on top of that, Melanie has taken too much. It ain't no way that you've been sitting there listening to this nigga talk about how another bitch doing this and this. That. Nigga, go over there. Why are you here? Why do you need to keep coming in? I don't understand for the life of me. So, she got them together. She threw some shit. She was mad. He looking at her all crazy and shit like she wrong. But yeah, Martell, you did way too much with that. And if it was anybody else, they probably would have really tried to hurt you because, bitch, I would have been like, oh my God, are you fucking like she didn't even have a chance to do none of that, take anything off. She just like Kirk, you know what I'm saying? And I don't see why, I don't see why she has been trying to make it work with this type of nigga for this long, because if somebody has been dealing with somebody for 5 years, and what was the relationship like with that? For real, y'all, because if somebody cheat, maybe you'll be like, well, okay, can you not do it again? Or they'll promise you that they won't do it again. Something like that, and then they turn around and do it again. Okay, the second time, and then the third time, and then the fourth, at this point, if you keep listening, hearing that he's messing with somebody for 5 years, when are you going to leave? Then all of a sudden, on top of that, you still having babies by him, year after year. It just doesn't make sense. I guess Melanie played the fool for a very long time. And yeah, we all do, but that was a lot. I don't see how she stayed that long. You know what I'm saying? And then to listen to the fact that you don't do this, you don't do that. And then one episode, and I'm going all over my nose, but one episode, y'all, he was even admitting, yeah, she got better in the bed, I don't know what she's been doing, but she just better in this. So it wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? So what was it? You know what I'm saying? Because, well, basically what he was saying that she didn't have time for him, she always with the kids, all this old dumb shit that niggas say when they found a reason to go out and fuck somebody else because they basically bored, you know what I'm saying? So, which is never an excuse, you know what I'm saying? Because if a bitch did that, then you be a hoe. You feel me? So, yeah, and we just don't get down like that, women. You know what I'm saying? We will deal what we got to deal with and try to talk it out and everything. But to me, that's the last solution, to be up in another nigga face. I would feel so small, and I'm just not going to let nobody take me there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let nobody let me lose my character and who Donna is, because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And why should I be? And then I love who I love. I love my husband. So I don't want to be in nobody else's face. Let me go through what I'm trying to go through and deal with what I'm trying to deal with and all this other stuff. But who is the bitch to be like, you know what? Fuck that nigga. Yeah. And just, what? Some people, that's how they are. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He even went down the line of trying to accuse her of sleeping with somebody, to make her look bad. And even if she did sleep with somebody, it don't even matter, because you had a baby. You one-upped her when you had the baby. So it doesn't even matter. Yeah, this bitch could fuck his father at this point, and nobody would care. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would be like, oh, well, oh, well. You know what I'm saying? She could probably fuck his brother. Everybody be like, oh, well. You had a whole fucking baby, a whole human being. No. And I guess Melanie was like, you know what? That's the last straw, and I can't do this. Hey, everybody, it's your girl, sassyshawntice. I'm coming back with another video. Yes, honey, back with another one. Girl, y'all, get into this Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? What is it called? The Social Mania recap. It's basically a recap of past seasons, and yeah, I was here for it because I have always watched Love and Marriage Huntsville, and it's always been my favorite reality show, but I just never wanted to review it because I want to sit there and watch it, But now people are telling me that I need to review this show, so I'm going to go ahead and get the people what they want, girl. Okay, so yeah, here we go, honey. Basically, what I'm going to do is, like I said, a recap of the last past seasons, and I'm going to just condense it into this video, okay? Because I will be reviewing that show, and I want y'all to know, if y'all don't watch the show, I'm going to catch y'all up on what's been going on the past, I think 3 or 4 seasons. But yeah, I have been watching it all, and yeah, I'm going to give it to you, okay, girl? Raw and uncut, the way Sassy does it, girl, okay? So let's just get into it. So basically, it is 4 couples. I want to say 4 couples. There is Melanie and Martell, okay? They are like the star couple on the show. They were a couple, now they're divorced. We're going to get into it, y'all, okay? But then there is Maurice and Kimmy, which are my favorite. I love Kimmy, and I love Maurice. But Kimmy, this bitch keep it real all day. You hear me? And then there is Tisha and Marceau, which I really don't care for this couple either or. You know what I mean? Marceau is really funny, don't get me wrong, and I love watching him. But Tisha, yeah, girl, I don't know. You could do better. Like, I just don't like him for you. And he's very, what do they call it? Chauvinistic. That's what they call it when a man, you know, thinks he's basically better than a woman, and she should basically stay in her place. You know, like he said, play your role. I said, oh, okay, girl. You know, because she was basically telling him, you know, that she wanted to get out the house and do some other things. And, you know, just get out the house away from the kids and work, you know, and be in the world. And he just wasn't for it and told the bitch to play her role, girl. I said, ooh, girl. You know, I don't know about these two, you know. And then on top of that, now there's allegations that, we're going to get into it, but now there's allegations all over social media that he has been cheating, you know. So, and they even had a picture. They saying allegedly it was him, you know, cheating. And they showed a picture of it, and I was just like, that's fucked up to do to somebody, because nobody can confirm that it's actually Marceau. In the pictures look like a side picture or something with him in the bed with another woman. And I was just like, that's just mean, because if you're not sure, then don't put that type of shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody has allegations against him like that, you know, I keep it real all day. You know what I'm saying? I do believe he's been cheating on Tisha, and he has always probably done something behind her back. But if you can't prove it, then don't just put shit out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Be for sure. And the picture, to me, it was crappy, and I just didn't really like the fact that somebody, you know, put him out there like that. But anyway, y'all, let's get into it, okay? Destiny is another couple. I forgot her husband's name, but yeah, Destiny, and she was married to a person on this show, whatever. But anyway, Destiny is a friend of Martell's, which of 20 years they had a friendship. And yeah, basically she's on the show, a friend of the show to Martell and Melanie. And yeah, so she's on there. And I be liking some of her looks, her hairstyles be looking nice and everything. She's very creative in the things that she does. She opened up some type of beauty store or something like that. I can't remember, but she opened up something like that. But I was really rooting for her. And she had gotten married to somebody who was in the business of chicken or something like that, and there was some type of rumor going on. Her husband, you know, having a chicken business or something like that. But anyway, yeah, that's the 4th couple that was on here. It was Destiny and her husband. So anyway, y'all, my favorite part on here, and I jumped, yelled, screamed, was so fucking excited. My husband was looking at me like, bitch. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all, Funky Dineva is on here, and he is basically sitting there talking, you know, in confessionals about the show, you know, and I was so fucking excited when I saw him. I mean, I had little hints on IG because he dropped some shit on IG on his page. Funky Dineva, FUNKYDINEVA. Y'all always talk about him on my channel because he is the one, and he actually, you know, reached out to me one time when I told him, you know, you was my motivation for starting my channel and giving me, you know, confidence that I could do this, you know, so I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting him to, you know, say anything back, but he was just telling me, you know, keep pushing and you'll be fine. You know, anything you want, you can get, and you'll be good. So I was just like, oh my God. And he said, thank you. And I was so fucking psyched, y'all. You know, I probably will never meet Funky, you know what I mean? Maybe one day, girl. Okay. But just to know that, you know, it was times when, you know, I went through a lot. As far as, you know, my husband being sick, me being sick, I had to drive my husband to work, and, you know, I used to just sit in the car and watch Funky Dineva, you know, and I couldn't come all the way home because we live an hour and a half away from his job, and I had to drive him to work because some stuff had happened where he couldn't drive, and I used to sit in the car and just look at all Funky Dineva's videos. And even before that, I was looking at Funky Dineva videos because I don't really have no friends, and, you know, I don't really talk to family members like that. So he was like my friend on YouTube, you know what I mean? So yeah, I love Funky Dineva, and like, he just give me so much confidence. And yeah, that's why I come on here being who I want and saying what the fuck I want and being Donna, you know, even though I'm sassy. But I do and say and how I feel because that's the confidence that Funky Dineva gave me, because he is like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should check out his videos. He don't do a lot of videos anymore. He's on Foxo. But, and this is kind of long, but I just need to tell y'all why I was so fucking excited, you know, because I love him. And when I saw this girl pump me up even more to do this fucking review, so I was like, let's go, honey, okay? So Funky Dineva is on the show, and he's just basically, you know, breaking down, and it's several other people from social media, you know, Richie James or somebody rich, he like that too, but I don't follow him. Richie somebody and then several other bloggers, they are on here and they basically, just breaking down everything that's happened over a couple seasons, you know, and just commenting on it and doing their commentary the way they do it, okay? They are basically saying how a lot of stuff played out on social media, and social media played a big part in what went on back on the show and on Huntsville. So, and how the cast would just fire back at one another, and they would take digs at each other on Facebook, IG. We're going to talk about, what was it, IG, what Melanie did. And different things that just played out on social media, you know, from the show. So just like they were saying, social media and the show kind of like went hand in hand. It was surreal, and like they said, no other cast has done this except for them. So basically, y'all, the cast are using social media to fight back and forth with one another, like right in front of our eyes. You know, usually the cast, you know, will say it on the show, and then they be a certain type of way on their Facebooks, on their Instagram, and you know, they don't talk about anything, just like Portia. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting her to say something about, you know, the situation that happened with Dennis and everybody in the fight, and she got on social media and nothing was said. You know what I'm saying? So usually nothing is said from the show. In this cast, they just run with the shit and they don't give a fuck. And yeah, they go full throttle with how they feel and taking digs and jabs at each other. And everybody has a point to make. You know what I'm saying? Martell is trying to embarrass Melanie. Melanie is trying to embarrass him. You know, I don't know if she's trying to embarrass him, but she's probably, most of the time, she be taking up for herself on the dumb shit that he be doing. But anyway, y'all, so y'all, initially, okay, the show was supposed to be about 3 couples coming together to revitalize their city, you know what I'm saying, in Huntsville. And yeah, girl, they were going to build homes and, you know, just come together as black businesses and just, you know, uplift the community. And yeah, the shit went to the left. You feel me? This is my left. That's all right, you know, but to the left. Okay, girl. So it just turned out all bad. Everybody started beefing in different ways. So basically, couple number 1, okay, it's Melanie and Martell, okay? And they're basically the power couple on here. You know, they're the one that, you know, they build all the stuff together. They are the couple of Huntsville, and yeah, they do the damn thing. They got 4 kids, and they've been married or together or something since college. You know, but the thing about this story is very, very tragic and just messed up, you know? Messed up on so many levels because for 5 years, Martell has been cheating with the exact same woman. You know what I mean? And Melanie has taken it. She's known about it. And he told her that he was going to leave this girl alone. And he just never did. And yeah, ended up having a baby by her. And just, that's when she flipped the script and did the Facebook Live where she aired out everything. And we got to know everything. So basically, they show, you know, on the show, you know, little stuff. They show Melanie talking to Martell's mother, you know, and she like, look, you know, he just be going out, working out at night, you know, and I just don't feel comfortable out there. So it's just like, okay, who does that? You know, so she had speculations that he was cheating then, you know, and the mother, girl, I just did a TikTok, and y'all can go in there, Donna Hampton 5, y'all. I did K. Michelle's song, You Can't Raise a Man, you know, because you cannot, you know, and it's all because of this woman. I just do believe that mothers are responsible for the way that men treat women. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch, she just sit up there like, she ain't got nothing to do with him. You know, that's all his doing. And, you know, nothing he does, she can't really comment on because that's how he feels and that's what he wants to do. And just backs herself all out of it. You know what I'm saying? So we already know what type of bitch this is, you know. And I don't even know, for real, for the life of me, why Melanie even talks to this bitch in that way. Like, y'all can kudos and everything and talk about the kids, but coming to her like she supposed to, you know, be concerned about your grades, I just don't feel like she is, and she really don't give a fuck. She letting her son be who he is, and she not really saying nothing. Even when they came together, her and Martell was talking to her about, he was not even giving her the real story on what was going on, and she didn't even give a fuck to listen. Or she was just like, yeah, well, that's your relationship, you gotta do better, like some short slight shit, and she just not. I just don't think that she raised him good. And yeah, like K. Michelle said, you can't raise a man, okay? He's already grown. What you gonna do, girl? Okay, but Melanie showed him exactly what she was gonna do because this bitch is tired. So y'all, Martell makes the comment, okay? This is the epic part between Martell and Melanie, okay? This is when we got to see, yeah, what's really going down, okay? So Martell makes the comment, you know, he tells Melanie, I don't care if I slept with 1,000 women. You're not supposed to let that out. You're supposed to keep that in our household. Okay, girl, really? So is that the problem that you have with this entire situation? You don't have a problem with embarrassing me down to the motherfucking TV. You don't have a problem with the fact that you've been fucking around on me for 5 years. You don't have a problem with telling me that, you know, you're not happy in a relationship and you need something else. You would rather go somewhere else and try that, you know, for 5 years on top of that. And at this point, like, have a baby. You know what I'm saying? You're not concerned about how you just embarrass yourself as a grown man as if you cannot keep your penis in the house. And that's exactly what she said. She was like, you know what? Then if you have a problem with that, you need to learn how to keep your penis in the house, okay? And that's just what it is, because everything else doesn't matter. You know, if you wouldn't have created this, then we wouldn't be in this situation, girl. So anyway, y'all, he apologized, you know, in that moment. They're trying to get to a better place. And, you know, I'm just like, yeah, all right, this nigga is some shit. Like, more than, and I know I sit on here complaining about different niggas and some shit, y'all. He is the bottom of the barrel shit, okay? Stacked on top of all types of niggas. Like, he's the one at the bottom, and he's the shit of all shits. Like, he don't make no damn sense. And he's so dumb that he don't even see nothing that he do to Melanie. And as soon as she tell him something he did wrong, he's ready to attack her. And it just doesn't make sense. And it makes him look stupid and small. And he don't even care. Like, he doesn't see anything that he does wrong. And it's disgusting to watch, you know. And that's another reason why I probably didn't review the show. Because just like when I reviewed Portia, and you see how people just act dumb, just act like they can't think, act like they don't know how to treat people. People don't matter to them, and it's just all about them. The more I see people like that, it's hard for me to review because I will keep saying the same thing in my videos, girl. But that's all right, because I'm here for the shits this time, okay? And we're going to get all this shit under wraps. So like I said, they make up, you know what I'm saying? And Melanie is pregnant, you know what I'm saying? She gets pregnant again. And yeah, they're basically, you know, putting on the front on Instagram, Facebook, all this stuff. They put on the front like they're good. Meanwhile, all these comments is all over Instagram. I think they were tweeting. All over Twitter showing how, you know, how can he cheat on her? How can he do that to her? Like, she pregnant, and it's just, these rumors keep on hitting him. You know, they keep on hitting her all over, and it's just undeniable. Meanwhile, like I said, she's there in the hospital. It's showing her having a baby. He's right there by her side. But y'all, he just, to me, looked like a piece of shit, because you sitting up there doing all that at the same time. You up there fucking this girl who you've been fucking for 5 years. Like, which one is it? On top of that, it ain't even know which one is it. You need to roll and be with her. Okay, y'all. So then they show this part where this part is epic, because they went to, I think it was a mutual friend of theirs. The guy's a past. He's somebody. He's an older guy, you know. And the lady, you know, his wife, they're there with them. And I think they're supposed to be helping them through their marriage, Melanie and Martell, or something. Like, I don't know. But I remember seeing that clip. And I wanted the older guy to say something more to Martell to help him in his marriage. But he was just, had a closed mouth and really didn't get into it. And the wife even said, you know, you could have said more. And I thought so too, y'all. Anyway, this part was epic. You know, the most epic to me, because yeah, Melanie got that ass together because he did too much in this thing, y'all. Basically, they're sitting there and he's telling Melanie why he basically admits that, you know, yeah, I was messing with her. Yeah, I'm still messing with her because she makes me happy. She's there for me. She's doing everything that I need. And that's why I went over there, and I've been staying over there because, yeah, you don't do this, you don't do that. And just like really going in on Melanie and what she don't do. But y'all, at the end of the day, I just don't know how Melanie stayed this damn long after 5 years. And bitch, you had to know, you know. And that's one of the arguments that I think Tisha's mother, I forgot her name, she get on my fucking nerves, okay? She gets on my nerves, but she was saying you knew, like you had to have known. Melanie had to know, like 5 years of mistress. And did you not think that eventually a baby was gonna come? Like, it's nothing left to do. It's just nothing fucking left to do. So next thing you know, y'all, everything got aired out. You know, Melanie just gets tired. She like, okay. She gets on Facebook Live and she tells every fucking thing, okay? She was like, you know what? Martell, and everybody was like, oh my God, like the whole world was watching. Well, the whole world who watched reality TV like me. But yeah, she was like, you know what? I just left the marital home, and yes, Martell is over there being petty. He's taking my furs, my bags and stuff, and he locked them in his truck and won't let me have them, you know. But this is how people act out when the behavior is bad after something they did and they can't take it. You know what I'm saying? This is what goes on when a man cannot take me leaving him because I just left him. Yes, I left him because he told me that he had a baby on the way. Yeah, that's what you told me, Martell. You had a baby. She's saying all this shit over live. She was like, you told me you had a baby on the way. She was like, then you told me that she said, okay, the mistress said that, yeah, she's not getting rid of this one because she's tired of getting rid of kids, okay? She's having this one, and that's just what it is. I said, oh, my God, like, now you telling your wife what this bitch said, like she's in the relationship with y'all? Girl, people go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I've went through a lot, you know, in other relationships, not in my marriage, but I've gone through shit like that when the other person is there with another person and, you know, both of them, he getting to choose and all this stuff, and you sitting there like, you know, okay, well, I'm better and I'm this and I'm that and I'm this, and you waiting on your turn and all that. Like, I've been through all that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be in that position again. And that has got to be horrible for Melanie, what she went through. On top of that, bitch, you had a rack of kids, and I just don't see how she stood up there and keep having babies by this nigga. This weak-ass nigga, y'all. He think he is so like that, y'all. He don't even look good, you know. He think he looks good. The rest of the world think he looks good. I don't. He's not my type. You know, he's all built up. You know what I'm saying? He be wearing all this tight-ass shit. Look like his balls is cutting off at the circulation of his dick. Like, it just looks terrible, and he always working out. He just got a big head. He think he know everything. He think he is all of this and all of that. And he is some pure D, y'all. 100% shit. Okay? And yeah, he think he all like that. And girl, he ain't nothing but a goddamn boy. And just like Funky Dineva said, you know, we were all rooting for them. I know I was, you know, off the break, because they're a black family. You know, they're making a lot of money. You know, they're known in their community, and you know, they just look good together on top of that. You know, and we were all rooting for them, like Funky said, and you turn around and doing all this, embarrassing yourself down to the TV, embarrassing yourself down to the church, like everywhere. He is just like a total, like, fucking little boy. I don't know what else to call him, but he is very small-minded, and he is a little ass boy. And like, even after the divorce and everything, I remember one part, and people started pulling out because him and Melanie, they like got this. They know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, they do a lot of networking. They know a lot of people because they're builders. They build homes, and they build up communities. They do so much. And, you know, they know a lot of people, like I said. And once everybody started getting wind of, you know, the way he treated Melanie, the mistress, the new baby, like all this shit, people started like pulling away from Martell, not wanting to work with him, like grown people. And they was just like, we can't do it. You know, you're a bad look. On top of that, you're untrustworthy. Like, I can't trust you. Who knows? Usually people don't know your personal business. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, you're on TV. You know what I'm saying? You're on social media, and people know exactly what's going on in your life. And they know that you had a mistress, you had a baby on her, and you had a mistress for 5 years. Most men probably who cheated was thinking to themselves, damn, I had a mistress, but not for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn. And so they all know your business, girl. And if I was them, I wouldn't want to work with you either. Because like I said, you're untrustworthy. Who is going to trust somebody like that? So they pulled out of the business, and he really did not understand that, y'all. He was looking all crazy, like, I mean, what does my personal life have to do with what's going on in front of me? Man, I need to work. And his whole life was coming down, y'all. He was talking about how he don't have this job no more, this person pulled out, and everything is starting to close down on him. You know, deals that he had, people pulling out. I'm just like, damn, okay? The tables have turned, boo, okay? And you cannot do dirty and wrong to people, because your ass is going to get it back. And now look at you. You did too much. You was walking around thinking you was all that, you know, sleeping, okay, with a whole nother female for 5 years, then turn around, had a baby with her, and then turn around, now we know, told the bitch to keep having abortions, and she did it, and she said, no, this time not. I'm not doing it, honey. And now you're stuck with the baby. Okay, so yeah, he did a lot, and he did the most as far as I'm concerned. I cannot stand this nigga, and like nobody can stand him. Everybody hates Martell, and he is a mess, and it is what it is. And then on top of that, people just don't hate him for no reason, and what he did, he doesn't own up to what he did. He doesn't like take any responsibility for, you know, the shit that he's created. He don't think that it's that serious. Like, every time you look, he wants to blame it back on Melanie and wants to make her. He even went down, and I'm all off my nose. He even went down the line of trying to accuse her of sleeping with somebody, to make her look bad. And even if she did sleep with somebody, it don't even matter because you had a baby. You one-upped her when you had the baby. So it doesn't even matter. This bitch could fuck his father at this point and nobody would care. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would be like, oh well, oh well. You know what I'm saying? She could probably fuck his brother. Everybody be like, oh well. You had a whole fucking baby, a whole human being. Like, no. And I guess Melanie was like, you know what? That's the last straw, and I can't do this, because you're not going to be over here nutting at me and then nutting at her, and then I don't even know who this bitch is, and she could be fucking a whole nother nigga. Like, it's just nasty. I don't see how, as far as his kids, he not worried about what they thinking, how they feel and all that shit. He just doing dumb ass shit. And it's all for him. You know what I'm saying? He's very needy and he needs women to make him feel better about himself and make him feel validated. So that's just what it is, y'all. And then they show a part where he was in the strip club and he all in this bitch ear, whispering all in her ear, and she bent over and she just doing all this shit and he just like loving it and shit. And bitch, you look thirsty. Like, you look so thirsty. On top of that, I was thinking, y'all know I always take myself out of the situation if I was them and look inside. Martell ain't see that the cameras is right there, y'all. They are video recording all of this. And you don't even see that you look pressed and you look stupid and you have no morals and values when it comes to your wife and your kids. Like, is this little bitch that you up there acting like you all into, is that even worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stupid and he's the dumbest nigga alive. He even went to, and y'all can tell I'm all over my notes again. I was watching the show. I just wasn't reviewing it. And it was so frustrating to watch because, yeah, he actually went to some type of like, what was it? Like some type of therapy. And the black guy, I was like, okay, this is the older black guy. He gonna get Martell all the way together. Let him know. You know what I'm saying? Martell's so busy trying to make sure that somebody stay on his side. That's all he was really worried about, if the person was gonna stay on his side. So he was like, the guy really I wanted this guy to let him know, man, you are messing your life up. If you don't want to be with your wife, make a decision. You need to go over there to Ariane. That was the mistress name, Ariane. You need to go over to Ariane and be with her, or you need to be with your wife, but you have got to make a decision. He all going down rabbit holes. I don't even remember what it was, but he was not telling Martell what he needed to tell him, and it was just frustrating to watch. And then he was on another show with Dr. Hampton, and Dr. Hampton was just looking at him like, you dumb. Like, and then she was asking him certain things and he was trying to take her for himself. He was really trying to gaslight the situation and make Melanie look a certain type of way. Like, he was just a mess. And the lack of discipline, the self-respect, the awareness, self-awareness, that he does not hold. It's just sad, and I don't know for the life of me. If I was his mother, I would be like, Lord Jesus Christ, what have I raised? What have I done? Because, bitch, some of this is your fault because he is pathetic. And I wouldn't even be surprised if people are asking him, girl, did Martell your son? Like, he is a mess. And how does she defend herself up against that? Girl, because what happened? You didn't raise him. Basically the K. Michelle shit. He got older but never grew. For his life, he can't tell the truth. How to love, he ain't got a clue. Playing games like he'll never lose. You trying to talk to him, can't get through. Every day he's a different dude. There's all the signs of a grown-ass boy. Better run for the hills. I'm just keeping it real. Damn, that is Martell's song, y'all, okay? You cannot raise a man. He's already grown. What you gonna do, okay? You wonder why he acts like a boy? Because he wasn't raised right before you. Girl, you ain't never gonna change nobody, okay? If he don't want it, you can't make nobody, okay? You can't raise a man. No, y'all. That song is like that. That song is epic. And yeah, I did a TikTok, like I said, Donna Hampton 5. And yeah, your girl gave it up for that song because, yeah, I had to come on here, get pumped up. I did my little TikTok and, yeah, she ready. But yeah, y'all, that song, and it's true, like some men are just boys. They wasn't raised right before she came along. And yeah, you be better off letting him go. Like she said, better off letting him go. No matter how hard you try, you can't raise. Damn, y'all. You can't raise this nigga. Let it go. Okay, and yeah, he need to let go. So yeah, Melanie let that ass go, and she was like, I'm done. They had met up for something, and she was like, yeah, your mother told me you got a boy on the way. You know, and Martell face looks so fucking dumb, y'all. They didn't show the conversation, you know, but yeah, Melanie just walked off was like, peace, bitch. Like, that was the last straw. Okay, because what fool think that they can keep on doing that anyway? Like, that doesn't make sense, bitch. Your time is going to eventually run out. You know what I'm saying? Like, did he think that this bitch was going out of nowhere because she got fooled by him and just had one, that she was just going to add another one and keep it moving? You know what I'm saying? And go ahead and raise, you know, hers with Ariana's, or everybody's going to just like be a big happy family. Like, what did he think? You know, but we already knew what he thought, because he was in love with this girl. You know what I'm saying? He really does love Ariana, and he even admitted it. He, at the reunion, at the third, I think it was the third episode, and I'm all off my nose, whatever, because, and I knew it was going to turn into this because, yeah, they have a huge story. So, and it's all over social media, and it's just terrible. Like, usually it doesn't end up this bad, where somebody has 4 kids and eventually the wife leaves because he just won't leave the missus alone, and has a baby on the person who took all that for so many years. Like, so, you know, it's a hard story, and it's a lot to cover, you know, so that's why this video is probably going to be real long. Okay, y'all, so we talking about how Melanie was done, but I just want to go back to something that was in my notes that I didn't mention. And this basically goes to any woman who's taking a lot of shit. You know, that's why I just did that TikTok. Yeah, at a certain point, we've all taken shit, and at a certain point, you just got to let it go. You know what I'm saying? And I think when Melanie did that live, she was over it. She knew it was done. She knew she was finished. Whatever was going to be said after that, she didn't care. She was tired, through, over, and done. And that's what you have to be. You know, a lot of times we're in these relationships and we just keep taking and taking and taking, and we're not tired yet. And the minute you get tired, girl, you can just walk. You know what I'm saying? And you can't walk until you're tired. And sometimes the best thing to be, girl, is tired. You know, and when you're tired, you will get up on them tired ass legs and feet, and you will walk, and you won't even look back, and nothing that nigga says, okay, that's been working in the past will work. You know, and he will know it. He will start, like, doing all types of stuff to keep you. He will start begging you, saying that it's not going to be this way. But you already heard all that before. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit is old. You know, and he's just talking. And you not even listening. You hear, but you're not even listening because you so over it. You know what I'm saying? You're over the relationship. You over his voice. You over the promises. You over just everything about y'all. You know, and you can't take anymore. So this is what Melanie is. And yeah, she decided to leave. She was done. She was over it. She was like, okay, this nigga brought a baby in on me. I can't take that part, you know. But you would think that somebody, you know, cut it off before a baby. You know, I just don't understand how she can cut it off before a baby. But like when you can't tell somebody how mad to get when they hurt you, you can't tell somebody, you know, when to leave somebody, and when they should, they're going to leave on their own. And y'all, just like I said, you got to be tired. And Melanie was tired. And Martell took it as, oh, yeah, you went on a live, trying to embarrass me and trying to pull my card, and, you know, everybody don't know what you doing. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. Everybody needs to know how stupid you are. You know, everybody also, and I think too, she probably did it so you could stop. You know, a lot of times when stuff is going on in the home, because I was in an abusive relationship too, y'all, okay? And, you know, somebody might be beating on you, okay? And so glad I got through that. And you don't want everybody to know, you know, and they don't want everybody to know. So my point is, stuff stays within the relationship and nobody knows, and that's the way he wants to keep it. And then they can continue to do what they want to you. But when Melanie aired it out that this is what this nigga doing, and I'm tired of it, and y'all see how he act, y'all see him, she was probably, you know, wanting us to see what she's going through and make him stop. And it probably made him be like, oh shit, okay, everybody know I be doing all this and doing that. Let me go ahead and pipe down. And maybe some of the dumb shit that he be giving probably could stop. You know, so maybe, you know, we were her form of therapy when she got on that live and let us know everything. You know, that's how I look at it, because ain't nobody just gonna get on there telling all their business like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do it. They're doing it because they're angry and they need everybody to kind of help rally around her. Look, y'all see him? I'm tired tired of it, and he's doing too much, and yeah, he had a baby on me. I can't take it. I told him it was over, and he's acting out, and his behavior is bad, and I need everybody to see this so this nigga can get off of my back, and so the situation can just be over, because I don't want this relationship anymore. And that's what she was doing. I think it was a cry for us to know what he's doing, how he's been, so he can just stop and get off her back. Okay, y'all, so the photo, okay? Let's get into the photo, because Melanie took a photo of, she had already left the marital home, like she said, and she's getting a divorce, you know, and she went to file for divorce papers, and we saw her do that, okay? She was over, she said, no, honey. So, she does, like, this African-themed photo shoot, you know, pictures and everything with her kids, you know, and it's really, really nice, and I'm gonna put the picture up, okay, of both of the pictures. Because Martell decided to go and do a picture himself. Like, I don't even know, it was like days after or something like that. It might have been a month, but he was doing a copycat photo shoot of what she did. So her and the kids looking real nice. It's a really nice bright picture of them dressed in African attire, some yellow greens in it. You know, they just look really prestigious and a nice black family, you know. And yeah, the kids are smiling, she's smiling. I mean, they smiling ear to ear, loving what's going on, you know. And they just look happy and relaxed, and just like they're with mommy, and yeah, like, we're good, you know. And next thing you know, Martell takes a picture with his kids in the picture, and not only with his kids, honey, okay, he has the boy, Ariane's son, their son, sitting on his lap with some, like, bow tie or something, and basically naked or something. I can't remember, did he have pants on? I don't know, or a pamper, I don't know, but his new son is sitting on the lap, and the other kids are standing around him, and just looking sad, like they just like down and out. They didn't want to be in the picture. They look upset. They look mad. They look like they weren't having fun. You know, they just look like, damn, like nobody said, even the photographer, why didn't the photographer say, you know what, everybody needs to smile? You know, you be like, cheese, like, ain't nobody do none of that. Y'all just let this picture go with everybody looking like real stuck, like back in the day, y'all, like a slave. Y'all know the slavery pictures when they probably, because I always say, damn, them slavery pictures whenever I see them, because I be wanting to see them, you know, our history. But when you see them, it looks like, I'm unhappy. I'm forced to take this picture, and yeah, I'm not trying to really be here, and I'm locked up here. Like, this is not what I want to do. And if you look at the slavery pictures, that's the way it looks, you know? And that's the way it looked with, you know, Martell and his kids. It looked like they were being held hostage. And somebody even tweeted that something. And I was just like, yeah, that's the way it looks. You know, it looks like they're unhappy. They're just like scared, afraid. And then, y'all, on top of that, okay, I noticed that little baby on the floor, the one that him and Melanie just had. Like, this little girl don't even look big enough to be sitting on the floor. You know, she looked like she needed some type of, like, trunk support or something. You know, trunk support. Oh, my God. My occupational therapy verbiage is kicking in. She looked like she needed somebody holding on to her so she could sit up. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't look like she could sit there on her own. She was so little. Then on top of that, a girl. You had your little girl sitting on the floor. You know, and later on, she gonna look back and be like, dang, daddy, why you had me sitting on the floor? Like, on top of that, with a lady's baby that we don't even know. It's just total disrespect, even to the kids, you know. And damn, like, it was so sickening to see him standing there, him sitting there, and then his son was on the side of him. Like, what is your son thinking about you? You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna have no respect for you. What is he even thinking about you? You're not even concerned about that? Like, Martell is just a piece of shit, y'all. And he just think it's like, he's stupid because he thinks that what we see, like how he look, he might be cut up and everything. He look all right and dressed up and everything. He thinks that that's all people see and that's all that they're going to go on. And yeah, we should like him from that. What, bitch, your innards are fucked up. Like, you have no morals, no values. You don't care about nobody other than yourself. You don't even care about yourself. Because if you cared about yourself, you would care how you look in your marriage as a married man and respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? You actually went out and got a whole nother family. That's what you did, you know? And then you expected this woman to stay with you? Girl, bye. Anyway, y'all, that was the thing with the photos. And the photos, yeah, they was just fucked up. Like, everybody was going on them and about those photos. And he was mad. I remember Martell was mad. I don't even remember what I saw it on. But he was like, that's just messed up how people was talking about my kids and talking, these are kids, these are babies. Nobody was talking about your kids, and I wasn't talking about your kids either. So if anybody got something to say about that, I ain't say nothing about nobody's kids and anything bad. I said that they look unhappy, and that's what people were saying, and that's the truth, and you did that part. And why don't you see what we see? How come you didn't see them unhappy? How come you didn't see that they were not smiling in that picture? When he with his kids, is he lying to them? Yeah, we good, everybody, we good, right? And you can totally see some people lie to themselves like that. They know damn well, they not reading the room. You can't read the room because you so busy acting like trying to cover up the fact that what's really going on. Are you dumb? You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get off here. We got to go to somebody else because, y'all, I can sit and talk about all that shit that went on in them other couple seasons because it's time after time, y'all. Every move he make is dumb. And I'm so sorry for Melanie. She got to keep going through this shit with this nigga. You got 4 kids for him, and you got to keep going through everything, every piece of life with him. Girl, that's a mess. That is a mess. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to go real quick on this part. Martell and Destiny, they've been friends for 20 years. And so, he's basically telling her, if the shit go down between, this is before Melanie left him, if the shit go down between him and Melanie, you on my side, right? Like, so now everybody on social media basically picking a side to say, she basically should be friends with Melanie. Like, who don't know that? Like, he dumb. Like, and then on top of that, what type of relationship did you have with a dumb person like that? Like, I just think that he's dumb all day, So I don't know what type of relationship she has with him, but I just wouldn't want to be friends with no Martell. And then on top of that, her and Melanie fell out anyway. So she was saying something about, she said some slick shit on Twitter and was saying how, Melanie is not a good friend. Basically, a friendship is not, a sisterhood is not just mimosas and like whatever type of brunches she be putting on. So that was supposed to be a dig to Melanie, like, bitch, you ain't no good friend. And then before that, Destiny had told Melanie that she actually got a divorce. And Melanie was like, well, you should have told me because, I would like to have been there for you. But I don't know how true that is because Melanie looked kind of like, she was like, had a little smirk on her face. It could have been a bad edit they gave her, but she looked like she had a smirk on her face when Destiny was telling her that she got a divorce, and maybe she had a smirk on her face because Destiny had only been married a year and she had just had the baby like 2 months after this nigga told her he wanted a divorce and divorced her. So maybe she was laughing, but I just didn't think that it was a smirkable, yes, that's a word, smirkable or laughable moment for you to be doing that like right there in front of your friend. And maybe, bitch, that's why she ain't tell you, because this is the type of bitch you are. So Melanie and Tisha, okay? Melanie and Tisha are friends, but when the shit hits the fan with her husband, Melanie and Martell, Melanie gets the feeling like Tisha has been talking about her, or she, gloating on the fact that she's going through stuff in her marriage. And so, they meet up and everything. This is a epic scene. They meet up and everything, and Melanie is just letting her know, don't be so sure your husband not cheating, okay? And Tisha just sitting there all stupid stuff, looking like, okay. And she was like, what do you mean, has he been cheating? But she looked scared and nervous on what, this bitch about to tell her. But Melanie was like, I don't know nothing. I don't know. She was like, yeah, because he would never do anything like that. Girl, don't say he would never do. Don't ever say that. She was like, Tisha was like, yeah, he would never do anything like that. Your man, cheated on you, and that's why you're mad, and this and this. And so Melanie started getting mad. She was like, okay, girl, you know what? You need to put them babies to bed, and you need to go ahead and roll up on his ass around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to the bar and see what this nigga be doing. That's what you need to do. And I was like, oh, okay, girl. I was like, so is she saying that, Marcel was cheating? And my husband was like, she needs to listen to that bitch she just told her. I said, ooh. Okay, girl. Yeah, she did just tell you. You know what I'm saying? And that was very specific, bitch. Put your babies to bed and roll up on this nigga. That's what she said for you to do. Okay, girl? Tisha's face was looking fucked up and she was mad. Next thing you know, Kimmy, okay, girl, my favorite one. She is the realest one in this show. Like, I wish this bitch was in my fam, because you don't meet real ass bitches like this ever. Okay, everybody is always trying to put on this face like they this and this and that, and she say exactly what she needs to say. She knows how to verbalize stuff in a way that, I'm working on this, y'all, but she really knows how to express herself in a way that, look, bitch, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And if you're offended by, I don't know what to tell you, I can't give you any more than that. You know, and what you see is what you get from Kimmy, and you gotta respect it. Tisha is mad at Kimmy because Kimmy is still friends with Melanie, and her and Melanie are not friends anymore because Melanie is basically telling Tisha, yeah, your nigga cheating. You know what I'm saying? And so Tisha expects Kimmy to not be friends with this bitch, okay? Like they in fucking high schools, junior high some damn way. Like she not supposed to be friends with this bitch because, yeah, you're not her friend, so I'm not gonna be her friend. Okay, girl. Excuse me, honey. You and her have a beef. I don't got shit to do with that. You know what I'm saying? And you need to act accordingly and put your big girl drawers on because, yeah, we not doing that. That's between y'all two. You know, but I guess Tisha feel like because that's her sister-in-law. Kimmy is her sister-in-law. She's married to Maurice. Maurice and Marcel are brothers. So they're sister-in-laws. So she expecting this bitch to ride with her. And if you know what it is, okay, if that was me, y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I try to put the shoe on the other foot. If that was me and that was my sister-in-law, you know, and I know that I don't fuck with a bitch that she fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up there, even if I'm uncomfortable about it, and I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. What I probably would do would back away from the bitch. Okay, you fuck with her like that. I don't really rock with her like that, so I'm going to keep my distance from you two a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I do. But never, okay, honey, would I expect another bitch to cut another bitch off because, yeah, we riding together. Yeah, you my girl. You, like, that's just stupid. It's ignorant. And nobody should be asking anybody to do that because it's immature and it doesn't make sense. We're grown women. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what other type of... As far as I'm concerned, on top of that, honey, okay, why should Kimmy not be friends with Melanie if they never had to be? It's hard to come by good friends. One, that's one thing. Second of all, the high school shit, we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you not her friend, so I ain't her friend, bitch. Go ahead. That's the second thing. The third thing is this. This bitch Melanie got connections. Okay, honey? I'm a nurse. Okay? I just got into all this reality TV shit. Okay? Melanie, this bitch got this business, and I'm trying to capitalize on shit. I'm trying to get this bag. So as far as me networking with Melanie, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Y'all ever seen them brunches that Melanie be having? All these business type of people around the table and her kicking a bobo with and talking to and all these, like, you don't cut somebody off like that unless y'all had a beef. Now, bitch, I don't got no problem if we had a beef and you was out of line or did some shit like, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But if me and you ain't never had no beef and, like, I'm just supposed to cut you off or sit all over in the corner and then on top of that, let's talk about Tisha. Because Tisha, you know, she's very immature too. And look what her mother is. Look how her mother is. She's very immature. I can't stand her mother, y'all. Everybody like Tisha's mother, but I don't fuck with the bitch because she do too much. And you want to know why I don't like her? And I don't like for none of the shit she be wearing, her hair. Everybody fuck with her. I don't like her. You want to know why? Because reality TV already get a bad name. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this bitch comes on the show to intentionally do too much to make herself sane. And that's not what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Be who you are genuinely, and that's who we gonna roll with. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the fake shit with her. All this, yeah, that's Mary J. Blige outfit, and she just, I just don't like it. And but that's the second thing I don't like. The first thing I don't like about her is the fact that you always in everybody's business. She always in everybody's business, running her goddamn mouth, like, questioning people on stuff that's going on in a relationship, disrespecting Marceau, your husband, Tisha, your mother be doing too much. Okay, me and my mother, girl, you better not talk to my husband like that, you feel me? Girl, it be a motherfucking problem. Have you lost your goddamn mind talking to him like that? And Tisha don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? She don't say nothing, and Marceau getting tired of it. And yeah, you think somebody gonna keep, and so when he get disrespectful with your mother, because she keep coming from him, then it's gonna be a problem. I just don't fuck with this bitch, and she do too much, y'all, and I hate every time she come up. Every time they about to show, I be like, oh, Lord, I need to go get something to drink, or I need to, like, go to the bathroom, something. Let me know when she get off, because it's just irritating. You know what I'm saying? And she starts shit, and it's so, you know how people be when they trying to be the star of the show. They come in, well, I heard that. You ain't supposed to come in saying certain shit. Like, that's old. This is new reality TV when it's just supposed to be like a flow with the shit. You know what I'm saying? And she do too much and she give reality TV a bad name, and that's what it is with her. I don't even know her name. I forgot her name, but she get on my nerves. So basically, like I was saying, yeah, Kimmy feels like it's a losing battle trying to, you know, be Tisha's friend because it's always going to be a problem. She wants too much. She's too needy. She wants like unrealistic stuff out of the relationship, and you know, Kimmy's never going to give her that. You know, it's just not going to happen. I've gone through shit like that. A bitch talking about, oh, you ain't called me, and I called. Did you see that I had called? Like, harassing you and shit. Like, bitch, we got lives. You know what I'm saying? I go to work, I come home, I make YouTube videos, I do this and that. By the time you sit down, it's time to figure out what you got to eat for dinner. You checking homework. You know what I'm saying? You trying to figure out what's the next thing you got to do the next day. Like, it's all the clothes washes, everything handled the way it needs to be handled right now. You don't have time to be kicking a bubble, talking to girlfriends all the time. And when somebody, okay, tries to hold you to your feet to the fire like that, it's just too much. And you wonder what they're going through in their home. Are you handling what you need to handle? Because there's no way you can jump on me because I didn't call you back, or you haven't talked to me at a certain amount of time, or you feel like I'm just not being this way and I'm playing 50. Just say what you want. Like, it doesn't even matter at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because a person like that is going to think what they think. And that's just what Kimmy was saying. Like, it's nothing that I can give you because at this point, I don't even know, you know, what you want to give, and I can't give it. And then Tisha was looking real stupid at the reunion on the third part because I was like, oh, I don't know if Carlos King should have asked Kimmy that, but he did, girl. He was like, you know what? If this is fucked up. He was like, and let me know if y'all saw this part, because I was just like, you know, I'm not in the business of hurting people's feelings, and I just think that Carlos shouldn't have asked her that. He was like, you know what, Kimmy, if you and Tisha weren't related, you know, would you be her friend? I told y'all, Kimmy don't fuck around. She keeps it real, honey. She was like, no. And I was like, ooh, y'all, Tisha's face, it looked hurt. It looked confused, and she was trying to, you know, be strong. And I was like, you know, Kimmy gonna tell the truth, but I just don't think that should have been, you know, asked. Because we all know, I already knew the answer, that, you know, she wouldn't be friends with her if they didn't know each other. Like, it's some family members that, bitch, if you wasn't family, man, you would never talk again. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. But yeah, Tisha looked hurt. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, well, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. That's fine. And I said, ooh, like, she look at you like a little ass girl because you too needy and you want too much out of me and I don't have nothing to give. You know, and on top of that, just keep it real. You're not grown, you're immature. And that's what it is. And you're always whining about who ain't called you back, or how somebody ain't had your back, and how you wasn't there for me. And just like Kimmy was like, well, you wasn't there for me. Okay, she told her that, I think it was last week. She said, you know what? Because everybody was saying that she stole Maurice from his wife, you know, but come to find out, they were already in the middle of divorce, and her and Maurice mad. So it was long over with Maurice and his wife at the time, and he was in the middle of divorce. And, you know, everybody was saying, yeah, Kimmy is and don't quote me on this, but allegedly, Kimmy is a wife stealer or a home wrecker or something like that. And y'all not about to do that to Kimmy because that's fucked up. That's not who she is. You know what I'm saying? And I believe her. She met him after all that shit was going on. But bottom line is, Kimmy was telling Tisha, you ain't had my back with everybody. This shit was all over the blog. You ain't had my back with everybody was saying all that. Where were you? Okay? Where were you? Where were you when we were getting high? Where were you when we were getting high? Where were you though? Like, you weren't nowhere around. You didn't stick up for me. I was on my own out here in these streets of social media, and they was tearing me up. They was ripping me a new asshole, bitch, and you ain't say Nathan. You feel me? So don't come to her about that. And then she never said nothing to you about it. And that's how I am. I won't say nothing about what you doing to me. You know what I'm saying? But then when you say what I'm doing to you, and then, okay, well, bitch, I ain't never say nothing to the fact that you did this, so now here it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just how it is. But like I just said, Kimmy ain't never say nothing about it. She was just like, all right, a grown woman about it and let the shit roll. She never told her at the time, you know what, you ain't even saying nothing to everybody. Can you speak up, let everybody know? Because she don't need it. She a grown fucking woman and she going through her own shit. And she don't need no bitch trying to have her back. She don't need none of that. She's a grown woman and she was standing in what she needed to stand in at the time, Tisha, and you just don't know how to do that. So, y'all, Tisha's a little girl to me. She blow me. I hope she don't get on here still talking about this season, her and Kimmy's friendship, trying to pull this bitch in because Kimmy don't want to be your friend, and I don't blame her. And then on top of that, how come my soul don't be saying nothing? Bitch, you look pressed. How come they don't have pillow talk when he's telling her, look, okay, and you need to stop being pressed. to have Kimmy as a friend. Stop wanting stuff out of her. Stop needing stuff out of her and move on. He don't say nothing. He don't say nothing. Matter of fact, he don't say nothing. He just sit there like he said half the time. He ain't even listening. Okay, y'all. So this is the part where, you know, it's sad that it went down to the man, but Martell, you a petty motherfucker. Because, yeah, you and Melanie having all these damn problems, and all of a sudden you trying to pull Marceau down in your shit. Martell tells him, you know what, y'all trying to act like y'all ain't doing nothing, like y'all ain't been sleeping with 20 women, and y'all not cheating on y'all wives. Okay, girl, did you really do all of that? Like, and you don't even care that you look like a crab in a barrel. You don't see how you did. You don't see, like, so petty, boots. I couldn't even believe he did this. This was like the first or second season when he did this. And Marceau looked dumb as shit. Okay? Marceau, you look like you got cool. You look nervous and you look like, oh shit. And like you was trying to convince us. Sometimes, who, me? I haven't been cheating. But you had a smirk on your face, girl. I said, oh, honey. Okay? And Marceau was like, what? You know, and he could not even believe that this nigga was standing there trying to, like, what did you expect, Martell? He is going to try to defend himself. You basically letting the cat out the bag that he is up there fucking other people, and his wife don't even know, and we don't know. So, you know, Martell was, like, really taken aback with that. He was like, what? I said, ooh. And, you know, Marceau, like I said, he was looking stuck, but it was nothing he could say but try to defend himself. But it's sad that it has trickled down to the fellas, and it has because, you know, not only Martell has been trying to pull Marceau down, but Melanie has been trying to pull Tisha down. So, yeah, and there's all this stuff over social media now that Marceau has been cheating. So, yeah, maybe some of that was true. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, they just weren't trying to pull them down because their whole shit, you know, was dissolving. But maybe it's some truth in it. And, yeah, y'all, so we're going to see, you know, when this season hit, you know, what it's given. You know what I'm saying? Like, is Marceau cheating on Tisha? Yeah, I think he is, you know. And I've been telling my husband that. I was like, you know, when he cheat, the way he act, it's just not, you know, he's very, you know, controlling over Tisha. He's very chauvinistic. He's just, you know, one of those man's men, you know, from like back in the 70s or something like that. Like, and that type of dude, yeah, and he got a slick ass mouth, y'all. He is funny to watch. Like, I really do like seeing all his comments and, you know, just what he think about everything, because he got a smart, slick ass mouth, okay? And he be ready for Tisha mother every time. So, Carlos King, this is the last part I want to touch on, asked Martell, you know, is it the fact that you couldn't stop cheating or you couldn't stop cheating with this other woman? And I'm like, ooh, y'all, Martell ain't have a problem. He was like, yes, it was the other woman. Damn, okay, rocked Melanie's funky joint. I said, are you fucking serious? You know what I'm saying? Did you just say that out your mouth? He could have lied because it was on camera down to the TV. You basically just admitted that you was in love with her, your mistress. And yeah, the reason why I kept going with it is because I love her and I want to be with her more than my wife. Okay, so yeah, that was a big blow to Melanie and to me too, y'all. And I swear, y'all, my heart dropped when he said it, and I can't even imagine how Melanie felt when he dropped the bomb like that. He basically said, no, it ain't just no cheating. I love this girl. And he does. He had a baby by her. So, yeah, Martell is messy. And at this point, he should have got left. You know, because enough is enough. And nobody's going to sit there and keep taking the shit. You know, and Melanie was tired. She said, I'm done, girl. Okay, stick a fork in me. I'm done. I'm out. And, yeah, I'm leaving the marital home. That's what she said, the marital home. So, y'all, that is all for this video, okay? I hope I caught y'all up sufficiently, okay? I might have missed something, but I don't think I did. Leave it down in the comments if I did. But, yeah, that is all for this video, and I hope I touched, like I said, on everything. Tune in for Love and Marriage Huntsville. It comes on March 19th, so I'll probably be reviewing it, you know, a couple days after that. And then you'll get to see, you know, what I think about that one, girl, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, okay? Make sure you share and like this video. Your girl working hard over here, okay? And then check out my TikTok, Donna Hampton 5, okay? The number 5. So, yeah, that is all, y'all. See you ladies and gents later. Bye.